First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Taylor's got the first down and more. And finally brought down at the 43.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Caleb Farley there on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Herbert eluding the pressure right. That's complete to Gallman. And he's taken down inside the 30.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert going for it all. And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on? And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over with the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way.
Here we go.
On the give, this is Harris. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't...
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Khalil Mack coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They go play action with Burrow. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 63 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tackle and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And now the rookie's free. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. McPherson now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Flushed out right, and that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play action. It's Herbert. And he's got the hook up to Moore. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. DJ Moore, 74 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And they go play action now. Burrow. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Burrow on play action. On the move to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Herbert's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe, because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. This This pass caught by Hamler. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now it's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Herbert operating from the red zone. He'll drop it underneath to Gallman. And the Bucs are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They'll run here with Taylor. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Herbert now. Flush to his right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw here, Herbert. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now left side on the swing pass. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Now it's Burrow. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, young quarterback Charles rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few.
And got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They will throw on first down with Burrow. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Alex Leatherwood, the Alabama man, called for the penalty there. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Burrow will throw. It's Kelsey on the ground.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Being chased out left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. They'll run on first down. Taylor at a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
2nd and 5 now. Herbert. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'll try the left side with Taylor. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And
all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. K.J. Hamler, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bucs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. first down. Here's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. To throw again on second down. Burrow going deep here for Watkins. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 19. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run with Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Herbert. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. Now a give to Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 97 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Herbert off of play action. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Stephon Sullivan there to make the grab. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man, complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Jamar Chase, 83 yards. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal,
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Brandon Dunn, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
After what they've faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Here's Jackson to return. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Khalil Mack, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. So that one will be accepted. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jamar Chase. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. 108 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Here's Herbert. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Herbert. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. "47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
The Falcons on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. On first down, it's Taylor. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 118 yards on the ground for him so far. Herbert on third down now. And Ingram holds it in. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bucs are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Bucs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, one side moves on, and then, of course, there's the other side, and now they face what they don't want to face, and that's the offseason.
Think about the journey just getting to this game. Preseason, right? The OTAs and mini camps before that. Going through the regular season, fighting and scratching and clawing to make it to the playoffs. And then to get to this game, 1 game short of a conference championship, they'll have the whole offseason to think about it. Let's see if they use it as motivation.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.